You are welcome back to this series on JavaScript. My name is contd and instructor at SK College of ICT. In our last video, we started comparison operators. In this video, we continue from there. I have variable num as Taye. Then in line 16, I say if num equals to Taye, then alert the number is 4. JavaScript is case sensitive. It will tell you that these two are not the same, even though they look very much alike, but because this is uppercase and this is lowercase, they are two different values. So it's going to return false here because num is not the same as Taye, it's not equal to Taye. So what if you put 3 equal to? You don't expect this to work because our triple equal to or exactly equal to does not only check for the value, it also checks for the data type. So for this one to return to, it means the values must be the same and the data types must also be the same. So the values are even different because this is uppercase and this is lower case. So this will also return false. So far we've looked at the double equal to, we've looked at the triple equal to, we've also looked at times and number. So let's go back to number now to explain something. We'll be explaining the less than, the greater than, the less than or equal to, the greater than or equal to. So if I have a num as, let's say, 7, then maybe I want to do something if num is less than, let's say, 5. If num is less than 5, then alert the number is 4. So num is 7. Is 7 less than 5? No. So it will come here and return false. And of course, if it returns false, it means it's not going to alert the number is 4 because 7 is not less than 5. So but what if I put 2 here? Is 2 less than 5? Yes, because 2 is less than 5. It will come here and that's at the background. We are not saying that, but it will come here and put 2 there, and if it is 2, then it will alert the number is 4. Let's move on. What if I put 5 here? Is 5 less than 5? No. So that is false. Then it means you are not going to see anything on the browser. You're not going to see anything. So that is for the less than. Then greater than is the opposite. What greater than does is to check if the number is greater than 5. 5 is not greater than 5, meaning you will not see anything on the browser. But what if I have 10 here? Is 10 greater than 5? Yes, that is true, meaning that if you come here and put 2 here, then on the browser I'll see the number is 4. So let's proceed again to the less than equal to. This one checks if the number is either less than or equal to 5. So is 10 less than or equal to 5? No, because 10 is greater than 5. So you see nothing on your browser. But what if I have 2 here? Is 2 less than or equal to 5? Yes, because 2 is lesser than 5. So it is 2, then it means I'll see the number is 4 on my browser. What if I have 5 here? 5 is not less than 5, but 5 is equal to 5. So that will return 2. We need the number that is either less than or it is equal to. So that will return 2. So in this case, you see the number is 4 on your browser. So we also have the greater than or equal to. This greater than or equal to, we check if the number is greater than or equal to 5. This will also return 2 because 5 is equal to 5. Even though 5 is not greater than 5, but because it's equal to 5, it will return 2. What if I have 9? Yes, this will also return 2 because 9 is greater than 5. So, do you understand how that works now? Okay. Having looked at that, we've looked at number, we've looked at string. Let's go to boolean. Variable 2. So I can say if 2 equals to 2, then alert the number is, if num equals to 2, alert the number is 4. So is num equals to 2? Yes, 2 is equal to 2, so I will see the number is 4. Then I can also have exactly equal to, also num is equal to 2. So what if I have false here? Is num equals to 2? No. So it means that this will return false. Is false equals to 2? No. So meaning that it will come here and return false, and we know that if it returns false, then it's not going to do whatever you have inside this place. But in most instances, let me return this back. So let me change it back to 10. Now the reason why I had to explain to you how it processes this thing at the background is because of what I'm about to explain now. So I want us to concentrate here. In most instances, you are not going to come here and start typing if num is true, especially when you are dealing with boolean. In most instances, we don't do this. Just put this if num. This is not the same as if num is true. Don't mix it up. This is not the same as if num is true. They are different expressions. If num, what this thing does is it's going to come here. Num is true, right? So copy the value of num and it will paste it here. This is like saying that if I already have JavaScript with the processing, you know, I told you how it's going to happen or how it's going to process this thing at the background. Remember, if you have 5 here and you have if num is 5 at the background, JavaScript will check if this thing is, if this condition is true or false. So if it is true, it will return true, and if it returns true, then it means it will do what is here. But if it returns false, that is if that condition is not true, it will return false. Then if it returns false, it's not going to do what you have here, right? Good. So what if you now have if num? What this thing is going to do is like so if num, in this case, it's like you've helped JavaScript to do the processing. So you have variable num as true. JavaScript just copy the value of num and paste it here. If true, of course, you know if it is true, then it means it will allow what it will do whatever you have inside this if block. So since it is true, then you will see the number is 4 on your browser. So let's go to the browser and see how this works. So the number is 4. So what happens if I come here and I put first then? So you've saved variable num as first. So if you just write is if num, meaning that this will now come here and put first. It will come here and put first because the value of num is first. So, and like I said, you've already helped JavaScript to the processing. That's what it just means. Then if first, and you know that once it returns false, it means it's not going to do whatever you have here. Do you understand that now? So if I have this, let's go to the browser and see. So if num, the value of num is first, so it will come here and put first here. So nothing happens. Nothing happens. You are not going to see anything on your browser. So do you understand that part? Again, JavaScript has some rules. Sometimes you can see something like this. Num equals to 7, then you have if num. You ask yourself, this is not a boolean. This is neither true nor false. So this is not a boolean. So how do you expect JavaScript to do this? What happens is JavaScript expresses expression to either 2C or 4C. To either 2C or 4C. You will get this pattern now. Just be patient now. If it is a number, any number that is other than 0, it will return true. Look at it this way. JavaScript returns false for this. Anything that is either false, 0, empty string, null, undefined. Okay, this false, 0, empty string, null, undefined. And that is any of this that is listed here, JavaScript will return false. It will be false, meaning that if I have variable num equals to 7 and I have if num here will be treated as true because it's not false, it's not 0, it's not an empty string, it's not null, and it's not undefined. So this will now return true. It will return true. So in this case, if I just say if num, then it will return 4. So I will see the number is 4 on the browser. So but what if I have 0 here? 0 will return false. so I will not see anything on the browser. Nothing happens. So what if I have false here? Of course, if you just copy and paste the value here, then you are not going to see anything on your browser. Nothing happens. So what if I have Taiwan? So it's not any of these, right? So it will return 2. So I will still say the number is 4. So what if I come here and I put an empty string? It's one of these, right? So it will return. Then empty string can either be single quote or double quote. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So since it's an empty string, then it will return false. Then you will not see anything in your browser. Nothing happens. Then if it is undefined also, you will not. It will return false. You will not see anything in your browser. And if it is null, you will not see anything on your browser. So anything other than this that are listed there will return true, but these ones will return false. So we've looked at that part. Now we will now be taking this a step further. We'll be looking at logical operators. In our next video, we'll take that.